I wish I could swim. Catch a fish in this bitch. Where the bro? I think people need to understand the difference between isolation and evolution. You know what I'm saying? Just because you isolate doesn't necessarily mean you're getting better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people can isolate and still be doing the same bullshit and the same shit that's not feeding their spirit, that's not helping them grow. They could be doing the same bullshit, you feel me? And it doesn't do anything for them but keep them in the same situation. The same patterns and the same reps, it make you the same person. You know what I'm saying? If you do nothing different, nothing's gonna change. You see what I'm saying? But I think being alone is good and bad. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on what you feed yourself. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what you consume. If you're just doom scrolling and drinking and smoking and just bullshitting around, I feel like nothing's gonna happen. I feel like you're consuming bullshit, so your life is gonna be bullshit, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But I feel like when you change your outlook, when you start saying, okay, I'm gonna start doing 30 minutes of prayer. I'm gonna start working out every day. I'm gonna start trying to read the book. I'm gonna start looking at shit to help my business, or looking at shit that I need to learn to get better at. You know what I'm saying? Looking at sermons and shit, whatever the case may be, whatever you need help in. Everybody needs help in different areas. You know what I'm saying? But whatever you need help in, and you lock in and you try to focus on that area and get better at it. You know what I'm saying? That's what actually helps evolution. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, honestly, a lot of people do shit for entertainment. You know what I mean? And it's cool to be entertained, but I feel like everything that entertains you doesn't necessarily help you grow. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that's in front of you. You know what I mean? And I think people get so used to being entertained that they forget that you have to grow, you have to be better, you have to evolve. You have to evolve. Everyone has to evolve. You cannot be the same person you was at 20 that you're gonna be at 25, 30. You can't be that. And if you are, it's a problem. Because now you're stuck in your ways, you're stuck in your same rut, you're not growing, you're not even being the best version of yourself. You're a shadow. You know what I mean? Like you're not doing anything beneficial at all. And it's like, I don't know, even when it comes to conversations sometimes, I can't even get into bullshit conversations. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to hear, or it's funny to hear different shit, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't really want to hear Ron and his 3 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. Like, I don't care about Brenda, who got caught in the fucking parking lot, giving head, and now she fired. I don't care about that. That's not useful information for me. That's gossip. That's fucking gossip. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what, like, people want to hear, and that's what people want to talk about every day, and that shit irritates my soul. It makes my nuts itch. Like, I hate that shit. I literally hate talking about bullshit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a time and a place for that bullshit. But for now, it's like, gang, I'm fucked up. Me talking about somebody else being fucked up doesn't help my fucked up situation. Now we all just fucked up talking about each other. What the fuck does that do? You know what I mean? Like, that's just nut shit. Like, I hate shit like that. So even with that, like, even with my consumption, like, even consuming conversations like that, I bring it to a bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? I try to really, like, if somebody talking like that bullshit, I really try to cut the conversation short, or I try to walk away or not even be a part of it, because I don't care about that shit. It doesn't help nobody. It's just chatter. You know what I'm saying? It's just chatting. And I've been realizing a lot of bullshit comes out when you're bored. But if you fill your bored time with shit that helps you, even if it's just being inspired. Because for me, I watch movies and anime to be inspired. I don't always have to be learning, but I can watch movies and anime to be inspired. To just say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to try this, I want to try that. I like this angle, I like how this shot looks, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So people are like using their boredom time, and they're like, okay, it has to be negative. It doesn't have to be negative. You can be inspired. You see what I'm saying? Like, when I watch those movies, that's entertainment and that's inspiration. It's a middle ground. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be me just doom scrolling until my fucking fingers bleed, and then I done heard every story on TikTok, and now I got a short ass attention span, and now, you know what I'm saying, I can't even talk to people anymore because they're not entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like if you just understand what's going on. So I'm being really intentional with what I consume, and I think it's helping me evolve. You know what I'm saying? The shit I'm consuming now, like I said, is straight inspiration. Everything I'm doing right now is just inspiration. It's inspiration. It's the word. It's like trying to read. It's going to the gym more. It's really just being the best version of myself. And I say, you know what? Like, let's lock in. Let's be the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And my life is really changing. I'm seeing it change. You know what I'm saying? And I said, damn, what if I do this for a year? What if I do this for 2 years? How much can my life change by just locking in, by just really enjoying the process? You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I still want to have fun. I'm having fun doing this stuff. I still want to have fun. It's not all about work. It's not all about that. You want to have fun, right? But it's times for that. I feel like people put fun over being a better version of themselves. And sometimes people are fucked up and they need to isolate. But just because they isolate don't mean they're doing better. You know what I'm saying? So it's what you do in your isolation. And that's what I'm trying to get to right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm learning when I was depressed and when I was sad, I was isolated, but I was feeding myself bullshit. I was consuming sad songs. I was watching sad movies. I was reading bullshit text from 4 years ago. I was looking at old pictures and old videos of somebody breaking up with me or old relationships. I was looking at bullshit, which was bringing me even deeper and deeper into my depression. But now, it's the same kind of thing. I'm isolated and I'm evolving. You know what I'm saying? Because now in that same time frame of me, I could have been looking at all that sad stuff. You know, instead of doing that, I'm praying. I'm going to the gym. I'm watching movies that inspire me. I'm watching anime that inspire me. I'm talking to people who make me want to chase my dreams. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm doing is inspiration. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that same amount of time, I'm just using it and I'm directing it into a different place. And it really is your mind. Like, it really is what you feed yourself. It really is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think it's that deep, but when you watch 140 videos scrolling about how men ain't shit, you start thinking men ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not saying men aren't shit, but it just breathes into your fucking being. It just talks into your soul every day that you keep thinking men ain't shit. I ain't gonna lie, you come out here, not every man ain't shit. And that's just real life. That's cause, and the reason I know, cause I'm not a not shit nigga, if that makes sense. I'm not an ain't shit nigga. I'm a good nigga, you feel me? That's how I know. Like, even with the females, even with the bitches, like, if I watch videos out there about bitches just ain't shit and they cheat on you, I just be thinking that all the time. There's some girls out here who aren't like that. It is. They few and far between, but it is, you know what I'm saying? But it's about what you feed yourself, what you're consuming, and being intentional with what you consume is very. It is like the key right now to life. I feel like what you consume, learning how much to consume, when to stop, and what helps you and what doesn't. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. It's crazy because I really been in this place right now where I'm like, man, I want to build a community. I want to start building a community around me, right? But I have to get myself to a point to where, like, I don't need anybody, right? I want to get myself to the point where I don't need anybody, not even nobody, right? So once I get to that point where I don't need anybody, which I'm close to, I'm very close to that point right now. I don't need anybody, right? But I want to choose to call on people, right? And then when I choose to call on people, those are good, hardworking, good soul, good people, you know what I'm saying? So I want to get to a point where I don't need nobody, but I choose to go talk to people and I choose to ask people for help and but the people I ask, I know they're good motherfuckers. I know they're good people. That's what I want to get to. I want to get to that point because now that's a conscious decision to help. I said it's a conscious decision to like call on somebody and build a community, right? Nobody want to be around no sad motherfucker all day. Nobody want to be around no motherfucker that's always fucked up. Nobody want to be around nobody that's always, you know what I mean, always talking about their problems. You see what I'm saying? So I think you really got to build yourself up to a point. You know what I mean? You really got to build yourself up to a point. But it's a beautiful day. That's really all I got. Be intentional with your isolation and try to evolve with your isolation. Don't just do the same shit and stay isolated. Evolve. And then once you evolve, build a community around a new person that you are. Build a community around this new life that you built for yourself, right? And then when you do that, now your new friends, oh shit, your new friends have businesses, your new friends chase their dreams, your new friends, right? They go on trips, they're trying different things, they pushing themselves to the limit, they're the best versions of themselves. But you couldn't have been their friend 4 months ago when you was fucked up and all you was thinking about was bitches or drinking or smoking or whatever, gossip, bullshit in the parking lot. You couldn't be their friends before, but now you can be their friends. Now you have something to talk about with them. Now you have something in common with them because you evolved and you changed your own life. And that's the path I'm on right now. I think I'm just evolving and changing my life. So the people around me, like, if they're with me, they're with me, but I want everybody around me to want something. I want everybody around me to want to be better than what they are. There's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with that. Or if you want to do that, that's perfectly fine. But I want you to be happy. And everybody around me, I want you to be happy. I mean, truly happy and truly fulfilled. And I'm not gonna lie, majority of the time, a 9 to 5 doesn't do that. That's why I always preach businesses or other stuff, because majority of the time 9 to 5 doesn't give you the fulfillment and the happiness. It's usually other things. But whatever the other things is for you, I want you to reach for that shit and go get it. And I want everybody around me to be like that. I don't want no bullshit people around me. I want all motherfuckers, I want all go-getters around me. I want all motherfuckers who just want to be great. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing. I want to get myself to a certain point, then I want to start building a really good community. You know what I mean? But yeah, make your isolation intentional and make sure you evolve. That's all I got to say today. Gang, gang. I'll see y'all next time. Go outside, touch some grass, enjoy the weather, eat some candy. You know what I mean? I'll see y'all. Gang, gang.